Welcome to Pittsburgh. We're getting ready for Eagle Gymnastics here in the Steel City on a beautiful and warm January afternoon. Today, the reigning Eagle champs, the Wildcats of New Hampshire, they take on the Pitt Panthers in action for the first time in 2020, the Eagle opener for both squads. And we welcome you into the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse with former Pitt gymnast Danny Hall. I'm Josh Roundtree. The first match, first meet of the year for the Panthers. And with that, I'm sure comes some nerves and a little bit of excitement too.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be really exciting for them just to see what they can get out there today and have something to build off of for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and on the other side, you have a UNH squad that did compete last week, and they were led by Emma Weiner. Boy, was she terrific a week ago.
Yeah, Coach said she had the best meet of her collegiate career last week, so looking for big things from her today.
And on the other side for the Panthers, what a great 2019 it was for Haley Breckwald.
She had a great 2018 too. She's been awesome since she stepped foot on campus. So again, looking for big things from her as well today.
UNH led by a first-year head coach in Lindsey Brock-Ayotte took over for Gail Goodspeed, one of the legends in gymnastics who spent 40 years at UNH. And she is now in her first year with the Wildcats. On the other side, Samantha Snyder leads the Panthers. Sam, you see her there. She is in year number 3 as Pitt's head coach. You see back in 2018 led Pitt to the NCAA Regional Championships. Just about set to get underway. The Panthers will start on vault, and on the bars it'll be New Hampshire. And here is the lineup for the Panthers. Leading off, it'll be Haley Breckwald. Jordan Cesarini follows. Emily Lazuski, Alicia Patrikas, Sierra Ward, and Devin Herbine.
Haley starting us off here with a beautiful Yurchenko full. And that's something she's been consistent with for going on her 3rd year, so no surprise there. What a great way to start the 2020 season.
You get that not only the first of the meet, but the first of the year. I'm guessing there's some added importance on that first go-around.
Yeah. And you can just see the energy of the team there. They should be pleased with that start. Here
are the bars lineup for New Hampshire. Claire Hamford, Ava Watkins, Riley Freeling, Haley Louis, Lauren Diggin, and Kylie Gorgani. And Lindsey Brock-Ayotte told us that they need a little bit more depth on the bars. They've had some injuries at this event, and they are looking for a little more depth and a little more performance in this area. Again, they were very good last week against Illinois State. Were able to claim a victory in their first meet, but this a little bit different when you begin Eagle play, as they get the first attempt from Hamford.
Great first handstand, going into a blind change. Beautiful Jaeger release, a little bit close to the bar on both the Jaeger and the overshoot. And she'll be setting up here for her dismount. A little short on that handstand. Blind full straight into a double tuck. Bit of a step on the dismount. That'll be a couple tenths, but a solid start for UNH. That first spot is so important just to set the tone and the energy for the rest of the event.
Yeah, the first and the last, I'm guessing, Danny, those are the pressure spots, especially when you're beginning to meet on the bars. That first is difficult. All right, so now Jordan Cesarini, junior from Miller Place, New York. You see her high on the vault last year, 9.7. Cesarini last year, all-tournament second team on beam and floor. Had Pitt's best individual floor score last year, 9.875 against Towson. Former New York all-around state champ.
Just something to note here as we're waiting for Jordan to get going. All of these vaults that we're going to see from Pitt start at a 9.95 start value instead of a 10. So they're starting at a slightly lower mark there. Here goes Jordan doing another Yurchenko full. Really high. She gets a lot of distance and probably about a 2-tenth step there. But she looks very pleased with that, as she should be. A good way to keep the energy going on vault for the Panthers.
Both coaches we talked to this week told us that energy and confidence are so important. You want that established right off the bat.
Even if you have the worst showing of your life, you've still got to keep on carrying on that energy so it doesn't rub off onto anyone else or mess with the flow.
Now Ava Watkins. Watkins, one of the 2 senior captains on this Wildcat squad. She is out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. All Eagle first team on floor, second team on bars in 2019. So this is a pretty strong event for her. Not a great showing last week, but this will be a new day for New Hampshire.
Coach said she really just knows the ropes and knows the sport and is a great leader for this team. Just going to mount here over the low bar, right to the high bar. Good first handstand. Line change through to a Jaeger. Perfect distance from the bar. Gets a great swing out of that. Into a blind change. Release to the low bar. Straddle back. Up to the high bar to set for her dismount. Another hit handstand. Giants through to a double layout. Almost fixed the landing. And is an improvement from last week. And a great second routine.
Lindsey Bruck-AI, you can see her reaction, obviously very pleased.
She said they really focus on keeping the energy light and fun and carry that from practice to meet as best as they can. See how excited she is there for Ava.
I talked about Lindsey Bruck-AI, the leadership that she brings to the team. Was able to figure out what college gymnastics is all about. Now, Emily Laszewski steps up for the Panthers. She has been on campus for about a week.
Here she goes with another Yurchenko full, tiny hop. A great way to start her collegiate career.
She started classes as a Pitt student on Monday.
It's really crazy, and I can only imagine the adjustment that she's going through. Here you see again her Yurchenko full has great height, chest a little bit low on the landing, but again a great first showing for her. Just the energy from club gymnastics to college gymnastics is so different. You really don't see all the loud cheering or any of that in the club. It's much quieter environment and atmosphere, a little more serious. So she seems to be dealing with the pressure and the energy great. That was an awesome first vault for her.
All right, now Riley Freeling. Speaking of senior captains, we saw Ava Watkins go, and now Freeling is the other one. Coach Bruck-AI telling us that she has a phenomenal work ethic, Freeling. We'll see that. How that translates here to the bars.
Jumping straight up to the high bar. Good first cast to handstand. Line change through a pike Jaeger. And now down to the low bar with an overshoot. And right back up to set up for her dismount. Great last handstand. Good mark for the judges. And a double layout dismount. Big step forward, but other than that, had a wonderful routine.
Freeling last week was the first time in her career that she participated as an all-around gymnast.
As a senior, which is very impressive. She's still improving. There's that dismount again. You can see her chest is just angled a little bit forward, so she couldn't quite stick the landing there. Both teams off to a great start.
See Alicia Patricus Watkins, the 9.675.
Here goes Alicia with another Yurchenko full. Wow. She landed with her chest right up. I don't even know she saluted. She was so excited to land that vault.
She was a first teamer last year on vaulting the Eagles, second team in 2018. Older sister was a gymnast at GW. It's kind of a intense look from Sam Snyder when she got back there too. Sam fired up.
All business, but in a really hype, exciting way. Beautiful Beautiful first handstand. Maloney up to the high bar. Slight leg separation. Toe hand through, straight to an overshoot. Another toe hand. Back up to the high bar she goes. Really beautiful lines here. Pass to a blind change. And a double tuck dismount. Another small hop. But yet another hit routine for UNH.
Yeah, Haley Louis there, the Eagle Rookie of the Year last year. Was All Eagles second team in 3 different events, bars, beam, and floor.
You can see her dismount here again. There's that small hop. She looks very pleased with that.
Sierra Ward now, the freshman for the Panthers. Her first go in a meet in her Panther career.
Another great Yurchenko full, just a tiny hop. A great start for her for the Panthers. That's how you want to start your college career.
A year ago, last year, a runner-up at the Virginia State meet in the all-around vault and bars. Well, that first one as a freshman, can you go back and think about that and just your first event and what that was like and what the nerves had to have been like then?
It feels like a million years ago, but yeah, a lot of nerves for sure. But can't let that show, and none of these newcomers are letting it show so far. They're all doing great.
So here's Lauren Diggin, and Coach Braqueat told us that she has a unique bar routine that she thinks could be the best in college gymnastics. So it's a big pressure to put out there on Lauren Diggin, but you see what she has done in the past on bars, and maybe there's something to that.
She has a lot of unique skills that you don't see much in college gymnastics.
Louis, the 9.725 on bars.
Over the low bar, straight to the high bar. Starts off with a hop full, one of those unique skills, to a beautiful Ginger. Perfect height, perfect distance from the bar. To a blind change, to a straddle back to the low bar. Back up to the high bar here. Great last hit handstand. The judges really look for that one. A double layout dismount. Almost a stuck landing. I don't know if she saluted while she stepped, but that was a close one. Really impressive bar routine from her.
Last week was third in vault and third on the floor routine, but that's clearly one of her biggest strengths, the bars, and she'll be pretty happy with that start there for the junior and Diggin. And now Devin Herbine, Glenmore, PA.
She will be doing a Yurchenko half here.
2 years ago, second team vault.
Beautiful vault, so much power, had to take that step. She has great height and great form. Watch again how high she gets. Big smile from Devin. Overall, a great start for Pitt on vault.
Now Kylie Gorgani, a freshman that UNH is very excited about. Last week on the bar, she really sparked their lineup in her collegiate debut, went for a 9.750, and that was second best at the meet.
Starting on the low bar here. Beautiful handstand. To a toe hand. Another Maloney right up to the high bar. Straight to an overshoot. Toe up to the high bar. Misses that last handstand. Right to a blind full. And a full out dismount. Little hop. Very impressive routine with a lot of difficulty in there.
See just the level of difficulty that they are really excited about, UNH.
Both teams having no falls on the first event. It's a great start for both of them.
The score is pretty close to the one rotation here.
It's going to be a great matchup.
So we are through one set, and both teams with a really strong start will head towards our second rotation coming up. The Panthers and the Wildcats here in the opener in Eagle Gymnastics. Good start here in Pittsburgh. Back here in Pittsburgh at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse through one rotation. Scores pretty close between 18th ranked New Hampshire and the Panthers. Well, this sport so physically demanding, and sometimes because of that you have to go through boot camp, and that's exactly what the Panthers did before the season began. They went through boot camp with spotted a location quite familiar for a lot of Pitt athletic fans.
Last day of boot camp, location, Heinz Field.
It is the last day of boot camp. 7.
Do it, Pitt! Let's go, Pitt! P.I. T.T. P.I. T.T. P.I. T.T. Let's go, Pitt!
Find that fire. Find that fire. Let's go, Bird.
Yeah, Pitt. Yeah, Pitt.
Feel the fire on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Feel the fire!
We're going to be competing.
That's great. Along with Danny Hall, I'm Josh Roundtree. What were those preseason workouts like? I'm sure that's probably the one area that you maybe aren't missing all that much.
Not quite. I don't know how else to say. It's really, really tough. I mean, you're up before 6. You have an hour of conditioning. Can't forget these girls are also students. A day of class, another 4-hour practice, and another hour of lifter conditioning. So those days are really long, but just knowing that you're doing it for a reason, the coaches know what they're doing, and you're getting prepared, so it's worth it. And you also have your teammates by your side who are going through the same thing. So all in all, it's a good thing.
Yeah, and the Panthers hoping that off-season work fuels the fire for this upcoming year, 2020. Look at the preseason polls. The Panthers, they were disappointed with where they finished in the Eagle last year. Because of that, picked 5th this year. New Hampshire, they won it last year, and they're picked number 1 here in the preseason polls, the defending Eagle champs. We are through one rotation. Rotation number 2 coming up here at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse in Pittsburgh. The Eagle opener for the Wildcats and the Panthers. In Pittsburgh, mentioned how close the overall score was through the first rotation, and now Pitt and New Hampshire get set for number 2. Panthers went on the vault and the bars for New Hampshire. Here's that Panther vault score. The best went to the anchor in Devin Herbine. The other one's Breckwald with a 9.650. Cesarini similar. Same thing with Wazowski. Petrikas at the 9.750. Second best for Pitt, and then Herbine scored 9.775. Of course, they dropped the lowest score from the lineup. And then on the other side, the bars for New Hampshire. Hanford's got dropped, but Watkins, Freeling, Louis, Diggin, and Gorgani, and it was Louis and Gorgani. We know how talented those two are, and they come through with a couple of big performances on the bars. Of course, Louis, the reigning Rookie of the Year in the conference. Gorgani, only a freshman, but one that obviously has a lot of talent. And now it's time for rotation number 2. As New Hampshire, they'll flip-flop New Hampshire to the vault, and the Panthers go to the bars. Rachel Dugan will go first on the bars, but the New Hampshire lineup for vault first. Riley Freeling leads it off. Lexi Calandra, Rondon Kelly, Emma Weiner, Lauren Diggin, and Kylie Gorgani. One last huddle up here for UNH's team. Again, they were on the road last week against Illinois State. They came out of that with a win in that meet. The first win for Lindsey Bruck Ayotte. You see her resume taking over for Gail Goodspeed, who spent 40 years at UNH. But the Northeast Region Assistant Coach of the Year last season, and she really talked a lot, Danny, about just continuing what Gail Goodspeed had built. And the expectation levels were already in place. She just kind of stepped in and kept that going in place of Gail Goodspeed.
Yeah, just said she really learned a lot from Gail and is looking to keep the fundamentals moving forward with her own twist on things.
All right, Riley Freeling, the first to go.
Starts us off with a Yurchenko full. A stuck landing from her. What a nice way to start off the rotation for the Wildcats.
She was second in the all-arounds last week against Illinois State. Scored a 38-4-7-5-0.
Here we can see it again. See her chest downs on her landing a bit, but she doesn't need to take that step and is able to stick her landing. And here goes Rachel on the bars. Jumps straight up to high bar. A really solid first handstand. Right into a caught Ginger. She'll go back down now. Clear hip to an overshoot. Toe around right back up to the high bar to set up for her double layout dismount. Hit her last handstand, which is always good. And here's that double layout dismount. Almost a stuck landing from Rachel. Overall, a really solid routine to start off the Panthers on bars.
Last year had a career high 9.850 in a meet with West Virginia. And that matched Pitt's best bar score of the season. Had an individual title on the bars once last year.
Here's that dismount again. Chest up really nicely on the landing.
Lexi Calandra, some last second instructions. Last year competed in only 2 meets, appearing on the bars both times at a 9.675 and a 9.225. Won a state title in New York on beam, was second in the state on floor exercise. Did not compete at all in 2018, and then just the 2 meets a year ago.
Looks like she got a 9.35 last week, so I'm sure she's looking to bounce back from that and do better this week. Here she goes. A Yurchenko layout full. Big step on the landing, but should beat her mark from last week, and improvements what they're all aiming for. A solid second vault for the Wildcats to keep the energy rolling.
And that's another thing that both coaches talked about too, Danny, was just using these early meets to just see where you are and just to improve slowly as you go throughout the course of the year, get those scores steadily increasing as you see Haley Breckwald for a second time.
Exactly. Need something to build off of and to improve upon. So these first 2-3 meets are really just to get out there and see what they can do.
In this meet today, we have the last 2 conference rookies of the year. Louis on one side, and then Breckwald back in 2018.
Line change through to a straddle Jaeger. Caught the bar. A little short on that handstand. Looked like she caught it a little far and couldn't quite get her swing. The toe up back to the high bar. A nice last cast. We're going through here to a double layout dismount. I think that was a stuck landing. A solid second routine for Pitt on bars. Here we can see her Jaeger again. She looks a little bit far, so she couldn't quite get all the way up on her kick there. A little slow on the cast, and then there's that dismount. Oh, she did have a little hop. Very minimal. Shouldn't be too much of a deduction.
See Ryan Snyder, though, right there. Ryan, the husband of Samantha Snyder, Pitt's head coach, one of their assistants, along with Dave Pizarro. Here's Robin Kelly on the vault for New Hampshire.
With a Yurchenko full step back, but another hit vault for the Wildcats.
Last week on the vault, she had a 9.750. That was tied for the best mark with Emma Weiner, who we talked about off the top, had such a great meet last week.
Yeah, they're doing great, and they're also doing a good job of keeping up the energy, as Coach talked about so much.
Kelly, only a freshman, too, and now Sierra Ward, another first-year gymnast.
See Alicia hyping her up.
It's a senior talking to a freshman right there. Pitt, one thing we know about their program, Danny, and you were a part of it with Coach Snyder for 1 year, no captains. She does not believe in having captains, but I think naturally you just look for a senior to step in at a moment like this with a freshman.
Yeah, Sam really looks for everyone to step up in their own way. Starting with the shaposh to the high bar, nicely caught, then overshoot to the low bar. Back up to the high bar. Free hip through to a blind change full. Immediately to a double back dismount with a small hop on the landing.
She had a 9.625 on the vault.
Here we can see her dismount again. Just high up with a nice shape. Gets that landing good. There's 2 hit routines for the Panthers.
Brings up Emma Weiner. And last meet, 9.825 on the floor. They have described it as by far her best as a Wildcat, her best overall meet.
Another Yurchenko full with a stuck landing. There's that energy from the team.
Weiner last week again tied with Robin Kelly with that 9.750. She wants a big senior year, according to Lindsey Bruck-Ayotte. Really looking to have a great finish. Emma Weiner to her career as a gymnast here at UNH.
It's impressive when you can be a gymnast for 20 years and still be getting better.
Now Christina Weiss out of Greensboro, North Carolina. The North Carolina State Championships has been a 2-time silver medalist in the all-around and twice on beam, 2016-2018. Here's a look at Pitt's roster breakdown. A couple of transfers added in. Those are both seniors, but 5 freshmen, 4 sophomores, 3 juniors, and those 5 senior athletes, Katrina Coca and Michaela Burton. We'll see Burton. Coca, though, not competing this year after transferring from Kentucky. Meanwhile, it was Burton who transferred in from Arkansas. Of course, the SEC is such a power.
Yeah, both of those transfers have great experience competing for the SEC and know what it's like competing at a bigger stage like that. So they bring some level of poise and confidence to this team. It looks like Rachel's score took a little bit, but here goes Christina on bars for her first collegiate routine. Good first handstand to a Tkachev, beautifully caught. Another handstand, free hip. She's going to go down to the low bar with an overshoot, right to handstand. Back up to set up for her dismount. Nicely done, double way out, and again, a closely stuck, if not stuck, dismount.
That's what you want in your first collegiate appearance.
Absolutely.
Christina Weiss.
Here's that dismount again.
Okay, Sam Snyder's reaction in the background, fired up.
That was a routine worth getting fired up for. That was a really great first routine for her. beautiful shape in the air and a little hop on the landing.
Watch it again here.
See how great her shape is in the air.
This was Diggin. We missed Diggin, so we want to go back and look at her. So that is what Diggin was able to do a couple of spots back. And then this Gorgani.
Two beautiful Yurchenko folds right in a row there for UNH.
And now Burton. Just talked about her. Transfer out of Arkansas. Originally by way of Texas. Actually, that's right. Riaya Floyd, my mistake.
Another freshman. First bar routine of her college career. Back up to the high bar here to set up for her dismount. A little short on that last handstand. Blind change. Front giant. Straight to a double tuck with a step on the landing. She seems very pleased with that, as she should be.
Riaya Floyd with a salute there.
Double tuck dismount again. Step on the landing, but smile on her face before she even landed.
I love the little planned celebration there at the end, too.
Let her personality shine a little bit there.
This is an exhibition here for Larissa Biet. Biet, a freshman out of Massachusetts.
With a Yurchenko full chest down a bit on the landing. Good thing about exhibitions are it's a chance for a gymnast to get out there and see what they can do in the competition environment without their score making an impact on the team score.
And now it will be Michaela Burton on the bars for Pitt.
Here we see it again. Just couldn't quite finish her rotation all the way, so her chest was down.
And a 9.75 last year with Arkansas on the bars. Really excelled on beam last year, was 44th in the nation. Back-to-back meets last year on beam. She had a 9.95 for the Razorbacks. But spent 3 years with Arkansas, originally out of Illinois.
Start on the low bar. Great handstand. Maloney up to the high bar. Swing back down. Pack salto. Get turned around here with a half pirouette. Backs up to the high bar. She really has great shapes and form on this event. Beautiful last handstand there, all the way up. Giants through to a double layout. Small hop, another one with a big smile on her face before she landed. A great last routine for the Panthers on bars. Good one to anchor with. Here we can see her dismount again. She has so much height. Big smile and some team celebrations there.
So look at where we are through rotation 2. UNH 97.025, Panthers 96.400.
Both teams doing great on the first two events. Had no falls that counted, so they'll probably be looking to carry that over to the second half of the meet. But overall, a great start for both teams here.
UNH a little bit better there in rotation number 2. See everyone looking on. Here's a review last year of what the Wildcats did. It was a wonderful year for them. First place at the Eagle Championship. tournament qualifier in the nation, 36th time in 38 years. They lost to NC State in the first round there. Nicole O'Leary, Danielle Mulligan, a couple of big performers for UNH who have moved on. They both qualified for the second round of NCAA. And then, of course, Haley Louis, we mentioned earlier, the Eagle Rookie of the Year. It's been a lot of fun through a couple of rotations. The Panthers and Wildcats going back and forth here at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse. It is the opener for both teams in Eagle Gymnastics competition. As rotation 3 is coming up in a couple of minutes. For more information, call 412-383-539. Welcome back to Pittsburgh. As you take a look at the scores so far through 2 rotations, New Hampshire with the lead of 97-025 and the Panthers 96-775. Well, Pitt has a couple of key newcomers to this team that are seniors, and then a bunch of freshmen as well. But Michaela Burton, we just saw on the bars throughout a great routine. She has Pitt's highest score of the day at 9.850 after her time on the bars, but Michaela Burton has been a big addition to this team, and a senior transfer out of Arkansas, 3 NCAA regional championships last year, a 9.95 score on the beams. We saw how good she did on the bars, but really good on the beam. She did that in back-to-back meets last year, and was 44th in the nation on beam in 2019. A very impressive gymnast for Arkansas. Now here she is with Pittsburgh, kind of like her head coach in Sam Snyder, from Arkansas to Pittsburgh. And Danny, she did something special for today's meet as well off of the mat.
Yeah, aside from gymnastics, she actually found time this fall 2019 to intern with the athletic department's graphic design team. So she actually designed this t-shirt that was a giveaway at the meet today. And we can see some of the students in the crowd wearing these shirts.
That's a good look at one of those shirts. Stick City. Panthers hoping to live up to that mantra, the Stick City here at Pitt. Let's take a look at the fans in attendance here today. Now some highlights from the action so far, Danny.
Back to UNH on bars, their first event where they started off extremely solid. And then here we see the Panthers on bars. See Michaela Burton's dismount again and the big celebration afterwards. Now over to vault, where the Panthers started. It's Devin Irvine's beautiful, huge Yurchenko layout half. And for UNH, some great Yurchenko fulls. Both teams, again, off to a really solid start with no falls. Probably a good confidence boost to keep the energy moving in the right direction for the last 2 events with beam and floor for both teams.
Kylie Gorgani on the vault, the 9.8. That was New Hampshire's best score, but a couple of 9.7 pluses in there. Of course, the Panthers were on the bars, and the 9.850, the best for Michaela Burton. That's been the best score of the meet to this point.
Some ground here on beam and floor.
Saw that beautiful shot outside. It is mid-January, and it is about 70 degrees outside here in Pittsburgh. Very odd. And Panthers hoping to heat it up on the beam right now. Lauren Beckwith will lead it off, followed by Haley Breckwald, Devin Herbine, Jordan Cesarini, Kylie Robotin, and Michaela Burton will finish it off. We told you how good she is on the beam. Burton, she's going to finish, but they're going to begin with Lauren Beckwith, a freshman out of Ohio. The Columbus area, Westerville, spent 13 years with Buckeye Gymnastics there.
Here she goes for her first collegiate beam routine.
The second on beam in 2018 at the Junior Olympic Nationals. This is her routine.
A deep breath there before her switch leap to split jump. Looking for a connection between those 2 elements, which she did very well. for her series here. Back handspring, back way out. She was able to straighten out at the end there. Another beautiful leap combination. So far, a very solid routine for the freshman. Side aerial to a back full dismount. A great start for the Panthers on beam. Like we talked about, that first routine is so important to set the tone, and the freshman did a wonderful job doing that. Here's her series again. You can see her beautiful form, straight legs, pointed toes. Here's that dismount again. Side aerial connected to a back tucked full. Small hop on the dismount.
So that's the first beam for Beckwith in her collegiate career. And now Riley Freeling matching 9-6 scores. It'll be Freeling followed by Haley Louis, Robin Kelly, Emma Weiner, Lauren Diggin, and Ava Watkins on the floor.
Here's her first tumbling pass. Round off back handspring, double pike. Beautifully done. Coach really talked about how she likes her team to not only compete, but to also perform and give the audience and other teams a show. And I think floor is a great opportunity for the team to do so.
Probably likes being at Pittsburgh. Says that her favorite sports team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Freeling.
Beautiful second pass there. 1.5 connected to a front layout. Here's her leap pass. Setting up for her final pass here. Round off back handspring to a double tuck. Chest was a little bit down. She made it work, and a beautiful first routine for the Wildcats on floor.
And last week, her first time ever doing the all-around. Performed quite well. It was fourth on bars, fourth on beam, and second in the all-around.
There's that double tuck again for her last pass. And the excitement on her head coach's face.
Now Breckwald again.
Haley is very solid and consistent on beam. Great full turn there. Cat leap through to a front aerial, connected to a back handspring for her beam series. She makes it look easy up there. Split jump to a sheep jump. A difficult jump combination. Front kick over. Going to her dismount here. Just a small step. A great second routine for Pitt on beam.
2 years ago, she was second team All-Eagle on the beam.
That kick over again.
She kind of gives a smile there, too,
Yeah.
as she keeps her balance.
There's that dismount.
What is that pressure like up there on the beam? The slightest little twitch
Yeah.
to throw you off.
I mean, you practice so much, you know, kind of in the air whether you're going to be off or not. You just have to make those adjustments as soon as you can, because there's really not much window for error.
Haley Louis was tied for UNH's best bar score on On the beam last week, she was third at that meet at Illinois State with a 9.750. We'll see what she can do on the floor. Last year, she was second team All-Eagle there.
Front handspring to a front twist, double twisting layout. Going almost immediately into her second pass here. Front handspring, front layout, front 1.5 twist. Really beautiful dance from her. A little tumbling incorporated into her dance. And now here's her leap pass. Really hits her splits into a full 180 really well. Getting ready for her final pass here. Front handspring with front 1.5. Another hit routine for the Wildcats.
Seem to be getting better as the afternoon progresses.
Her second pass again, the front layout to the front 1.5.
Haley Louise, such a strong contributor for the Wildcats now these last 2 years.
Next on the beam for Panthers is Devin Herbine.
We'll see Devin Herbine had the best pit vault score of the day.
Starts off with a solid full turn, and now she'll be going into her series. Back handspring, back layout. Saves it with some dance. And you can see Sam there watching very attentively. Nice jump combo there. Very solid. Not letting that first wobble get to her. Front tuck. Perfect. Just a dismount left here for Devin. And she sticks the landing. It's a great routine for her and for Pitt.
Last year at the Eagle Championship, she was on the all-tournament team. Posted a 9.750 on beam there.
See that solid front tuck again. You can see Sam's excitement and the rest of the team. Beam's a tough one for energy because you have to be so precise. You don't want the energy to overwhelm you or anything, but they do a good job balancing that out.
It's such a contrast, isn't it, to the floor where it's all energy, right?
Absolutely.
Totally different. And Robin Kelly will give it a go on the floor now.
First pass here. Round off back handspring to a double pike. Almost near perfect landing there. Leap pass there again, doing a good job getting all the way to 180. Here goes her second pass. Round off back handspring, 1.5 to a front pike. Another beautiful landing. Really not giving the judges much to deduct. Getting ready for her third and final pass. Round off back handspring to a double tuck. Another great landing. And another solid routine for UNH.
Robin Kelly, just a freshman, adding on to this very successful UNH team that last year was 23-4 overall, 11-2 Eagle record. They won the Eagle Championship in their home gym. They lost 6 gymnasts that were big contributors from that team, but Kelly is one that has stepped in and seems to be one that will be able to replace them and give some really good routines for a number of years to come.
Some last-minute advice and deep breaths with Sam before Jordan gets up on the beam.
She was on the all-tournament second team on beam last year.
Something else that Sam told us before the meet was that although they don't have team captains, they do have event captains each meet. Just another set of eyes to make sure mats are moved and everyone's on the same page and things are running smoothly.
Yeah, it's interesting, not team captains, but event captains.
Which will change week to week, but just someone who's in charge of making sure everything's flowing correctly and that everyone's in the right headspace and the mats are where they should be and make everything run smoothly. There's a lot going on meet day.
It was funny watching Sam interact there. Started off very serious, laser focused, and then by the end of it had a big smile on her face, gave the double fist bump, and sent her out there for this beam.
And here she goes. Beautiful mount there for Jordan. Full turn, dances right out of it, and is now getting ready for her series. Back handspring back way out here. She nails it. Switch leap to a straddle jump, a turning straddle jump. Wobble that she covers up there with some dance to hopefully avoid some deductions there. A front kick over here. I like watching the team in the background. There she goes with her dismount. Stuck landing, hops right to the salute, and it's another hit routine for Pip. Knock on wood, both teams doing great with not having to worry about falls. Here's that kick over again. And her dismount with her hop right to the salute. Very smooth.
Good work by Jordan Cesarini, and now back to the floor. This is Weiner. Weiner had the highest score of the meet last week at Illinois State on the floor.
Starting off with a full in, which you won't see much of. It's a very difficult pass.
She seems, Danny, very explosive off the floor.
You can see how powerful her tumbling is, and even in her dance, how much energy she has. A round off the 1.5 to a front layout half, right to a split jump. Nice little combination of tumbling and dance. Definitely performs well, like Coach was talking about, putting on a show. Last pass here. Round off back handspring to a double tuck. Great landings all around from her. That should be a big score for UNH.
Emma Weiner coming through yet again after such a big meet last week. She was all-legal first team in this event in 2019. She was also named the team's most improved gymnast from 2018 to 2019.
There's that full in again. You can see with her first flip, she does a full twist and then another flip in the air.
What story this could be? What if it's
Some last-minute words for Kylie from Sam.
Kylie Rabatin, Sunbury, PA.
Really a great beam worker last year. She put up some big scores for the team. Looking to fill the shoes of Brittany West, who we lost last year. A very consistent beam performer for the Panthers. Made it to regionals on that event specifically last year. Kylie will be looking to fill that role for her. Front kickover connected to a back handspring for her series. A little break wobble in that connection there, but I think it should be good enough to get the credit for that connection. Beat jump to a turning straddle jump. She does a good job saving it, not falling off there. Cat leap through to a front kickover landing on one leg. Extremely challenging to see that wobble there, but again, she does a really good job keeping her composure and saving it there. Like we were saying, any little error can have big consequences, so she's doing a good job making those adjustments. Small step on her dismount. A few good saves from Kylie.
On the beam last year, was named the Eagle Rookie of the Week in February, hit a 9.90 in a tri-match with Carolina and Temple, and was the highest score for Pitt in any event last year. Time just held on to that.
There's that one-legged landing again, and her dismount. Again, it would have been easy to let those skills just come off the beam, but she really fought there.
And now Lauren Diggin on the floor.
Another big first pass here, a round-off back handspring, another full in. So much energy that she has to step out of bounds, which will be a 1/10 deduction for her.
She holds UNH's best score on vault today.
Here's her second pass, a front handspring, front layout, front half, straight to a split jump. Again, a combination of tumbling and dance. Catching her breath here before her last pass. Round-off back handspring, huge double tuck. Is able to control her landing that time. A solid finish for Lauren.
Lauren Diggin.
Here is that full in again. You can see just how high she was. Couldn't quite control the landing. Had to take that step out. And that last pass, double tuck. Again, so much energy. She gets so high off. Another really powerful gymnast for UNH.
Yeah, she had lost a valuable year in high school with a fractured tibia. It kept her out for an entire year. And now we see Michaela Burton on the other side. She is an excellent performer on the beam.
Starts us off with a front aerial connected to a beat jump. Looks effortless. Setting up for her series here. Back handspring, back layout, beautiful form and beautiful landing. Full turn. It's really creative and expressive with her dance as well. Split jump to a sheep jump. Again, a really difficult jump. Your head back like that, you can't see where the beam is. Just have to trust your landing there. And a gainer back full off the side of the beam with a stock landing. See how excited the team is about that routine.
She had a 9.85 on beam at the NCAA regional last year in Baton Rouge. You see how good she is in that event.
Series again.
Already
Here's
had
her
Pitt's best
dismount.
mark on the bars, and that great dismount, as Danny mentioned.
Stuck landings on both bars and beam.
Here is Ava Watkins.
Gets her jump combination out of the way first there as she sets up for her first pass. Front handspring, front 1.5 connected to a back layout step out. Very unique and pretty tumbling pass. Again, she's one of the team's captains. Coach said a lot of the girls really look up to her. Switch leap combo, the straddle jump. Second pass here. Round off back 1.5, front layout half. A huge jump out of that.
She was first team in this event last year in the Eagle. Another solid routine.
That front handspring, front 1.5 to a back layout again. And her back 1.5 to a front layout half jump. A 2-pass floor routine, which is completely fine as long as you have enough difficulty to get a 10-0 start value, which she does.
Emily Lazewski will do an exhibition on beam. Interesting story with Lazewski. She grew up a teammate of the fantastic Lori Hernandez, the Olympian. They are very close. Those two train together in 2 different areas in the country.
Her series with that handspring back layout. Very well done. It's really impressive that she can just jump right in with the team, only being here for a week or so.
They started classes Monday.
Split jump through to a back tuck. A nice connection. Side summy. Can not quite save it. Again, it's an exhibition, has no impact on the team's overall score. Just meant to give the athletes some experience in the competition atmosphere. See what they can do. Cartwheel to a back full gainer dismount. Team really excited for her getting out there.
Mentioned her connection to Lori Hernandez. Lori wished her good luck on Instagram earlier.
Yeah, really getting Pitt Gymnastics some visuals.
Little notoriety with 1.5 million Instagram followers for Lori. Certainly a good thing for the Pitt program to have one of her friends now here in Pittsburgh.
Definitely.
So we have an exhibition floor routine here for New Hampshire as Kylie Gorgani will hit the floor. Gorgani is working to get into an all-around. Not quite there yet, but you see her with the exhibition here in the floor.
Started off with beautiful, really high double pike. Front full to a front pike. Definitely showing her coaches and her team what she's capable of here on floor. Would not be surprised if she earned herself a spot in the lineup. Getting ready ready for her last tumbling pass here. See if she can finish this routine strong. With a front handspring, front 1.5. She does take a hop on the landing. But overall, a really good exhibition routine.
So close she is to being an all-around gymnast. Only a freshman, too, Danny. That is impressive.
Very impressive.
Has a lot of ability, Gorgani. As we are now through 3 rotations here in Pittsburgh. It's been a lot of fun. Crowd having a good time. Nice crowd on hand here today, as well as a lot of folks have filed into the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse to watch today's action. We're so happy that you could join us here, and along with Danny Hall and Josh Roundtree. It's been great to watch so far.
So far, so good. Both teams, especially for only their first and second meets, putting on a really good performance. Again, no falls except for the exhibition, which doesn't count, but both teams really fighting to put up a strong showing.
Well, this Panthers team, we've talked a lot about Sam Snyder, but her assistant she refers to as family. She means that quite literally in one sense, with her husband Ryan on the staff, Dave Kazara as well, a part of this staff, and those two have helped Sam build Pitt into quite a program already, and a lot more to come, they hope, here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, she talks about both of them really bring something.
All right, first 4 on bars, hurry up. Come on. Flat back. Big kick, Katie. Kick. You're good. Flat back again. Now stay hollow. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Beautiful. Shoulders over the bar. Good. Get your ribs in. Ribs in. Make something out of the giant. Work. Ooh. What'd you do with your arms off the bar? Drop them right away, right? Leave them there, see the toes up, and then small, small, small off the bar.
Why didn't you look at the camera when you did that? The camera was right there. Start it over. Start it over. I mean, whether it's an official or whether it's a camera, that's an opportunity for you to shine. There you go, Leash. Now you're cooking. There you go, Leash. Now you're cooking. Just a reminder to you guys, you have there's 2 cameras. This is opportunity for you to, practice what you've been doing. I'll give everybody a little tidbit about this floor routine this year. This is going to be a floor routine that you want to watch. Jordan Cesarini has come into her own. I still need that finish just a little bit more, Jordan. What a good dancer you are. I'm excited to see it. Here we go. Show me. Ready? You could. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that smile's what we need. You also got to play to the cameras. You got to play to the people in the last row. See, stay in character. Don't look down like you're embarrassed at any point. Don't let your eyes look down. I saw your eyelids. I should see your eyes.
Good. Last one. Shoulders over. Stay committed. Lean. That a girl. Open your hips. A little too much knees. Open. Good. Open. Head still. Come on. There you go. And when you're in the air, catch or not, be tight. Even if you hold on to that bar for a little bit and it pings y'all, just stay tight. You hit a pretty good routine. Stay focused on the dismount, okay? Because you can hit a routine, okay? I mean, how many handstands do we have in our routine? 3. 2 of them are cast, 1's a pirouette, okay? You can do that in your sleep. Be confident in your giants into your dismount. Everything else, work the handstands, stay tight in the Ginger overshoot, and you're good, okay? And do what you do. Remember, warm-up is warm-up, all right? You're not judged on it. But take what you did, fix it, and good competition. Hey, listen, phenomenal day. Way to work on the details, way to work on committing, okay? From the moment you stepped in, you had your mindset in what we're here to accomplish. Keep doing that every day. Got it? All right, fuel the fire on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dave Cazzara called Pitt's floor routine must watch, and Jordan Cesarini coming into her own. We are going to see that when we come back for rotation 4 here in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire, and the Panthers heading to the final rotation. Take a look at the New Hampshire floor score. 9.775s from a pair, and Robin Kelly and Emma Weiner, both of them have been quite impressive here. Kelly, the freshman, Weiner, the senior. That lowest score drop from Diggin. And on the other side, the Panthers on the beam, the 9.850. Big score there for Michaela Burton. She has Pitt's best mark on the bars and on the beam, but a 9.80 from Devin Herbine as well. She had Pitt's best mark on the vault earlier, so 2 really good performances today individually out of Herbine and Burton.
Scores overall very close. This meet is anyone's. It's not impossible for Pitt to come back at this point, especially ending on floor. You can expect to see some big scores here from Pitt, and I know that UNH is very strong on beam as well, so we'll see what happens on this last event.
Take a look at the strength of this team, and that's something that Lindsey Bruck-Ayotte told us about. Their first-year head coach said that this is where they shine most, and look at how good they have been. Go back to last year, January 18th, at quad meet, 42.425, the highest beam score in program history.
That is something I'm sure they're working to beat that high score, with beam still being their strong suit here.
Here's the lineup on the beam for New Hampshire. Riley Freeling, Hannah Baddock, Alyssa Worthington, Emma Weiner, Robin Kelly, Haley Liu.
Here goes Riley with her series. Back handspring to a back layout. Done very well. Full turn, dances right out of it. Cat leap through to a front piked kickover, beat jump. Looking very confident and poised up there. Leap series there. Nice job getting all the way to 180 with her splits. Judges really look for that. Setting up for her dismount here, a round off to a 1.5. Pretty much stuck, maybe a little hop. It's a good way to get the Wildcats going on beam. Front kickover. And the way she finished her routine with a beautiful dismount. Here goes Sophie, first for the Panthers on floor.
Sophie Bohennick, junior out of Michigan.
Really a strong event for Sophie. She's a good one to put up first for Pitt.
Second team in floor at the Eagle Championships.
Started with a front 1.5. Twist. Here are her leaps. Very well done. She typically has a smile on her face throughout the whole routine. Another one that just makes it look easy.
You heard in that segment that we ran Dave Cazzara talking about playing it up for the judges and the camera. She's great at that.
Performance definitely makes a difference in your score. Second pass here, a round off 1.5 front layout. See Dave's happy with that. And that's a wrap for Sophie.
Sophie Bohenick.
Great first routine for Pitt on floor. A little dance from Sophie. See that smile. And here is her round off, 1.5, straight to a front layout. A lot of energy there from Sophie that Pitt will hopefully continue on through their next 5 competitors.
And now back to the beam with Hannah Baddock, Pennsylvania native from Gettysburg. Last meet had a 9 on the beam.
Really nice dancer on beam. Great full turn. Starting with the front tuck. She's able to make adjustments, not wobble. Here will be her series back handspring, back layout. Some wobbling, but she saves it. It's important now for her to keep her composure and make sure she can finish the routine strong and not give the judges anything else to deduct. Split jump to a sheep jump. Beautifully done, not a wobble. Dismount here, front layout full, stuck landing. Did a really great job recovering from that wobble and finishing the routine.
I'm guessing that is such a difficult task when you do make a mistake to gather yourself and continue on. It's all about rhythm and perfection, and to come back from that right there to finish strong shows a lot of mental
knowing that you've
toughness.
already had that deduction and try and make sure that you don't get any more big ones. It's hard, but it's important to keep your composure, and she did it really well.
The Panthers back to the floor with Alicia Petrikis. Another local from Grove City, not too far north.
See her dancing before her routine even begins. Another high energy athlete for Pitt.
Petrikis, All-Eagle first-team vault last year, second-team vault the year before that. Take a look at her coach, Sam Snyder, talking with Dave Kozara. An NCAA regional championship appearance, Pitt's first since 2013. That came in the 2018 season. What a great moment that was for the Pitt program, Danny.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I remember the moment they told us we made it, they called a meeting and we all were thinking, what did we get in trouble for? Even though no one did anything. We had no reason to get in trouble, but we didn't. They played it off all serious, like they had to tell us something important, and ended up telling us that we secured our spot in regionals. It was a really emotional, amazing moment that the Panthers will hopefully repeat this year. I know they were disappointed not making it last year, so that's one thing that's really fueling them this season, is to try and get back up to qualify to regionals.
What was that group chat like when you guys heard about that meeting? I'm assuming there was a group chat of some sort that was speculating.
Lots of what's going on. But they did a great job acting like it was something super negative. And you've seen their serious faces. It was very believable.
That's right. Here's Petrikis. She had a 9.750 on vaults earlier.
Really big tumbling from Alicia. You'll see here in her first pass. Front layout to a front full. A really great performer, too. Got the whole package on floor. a good one at engaging the crowd and the judges. Beautiful lead pass there. See Michaela Burton in the back doing the choreography with her. It's always comforting to have a teammate in the corner there. A little support before you go. And here she goes with a round-off back handspring. Huge double tuck. Incredible amount of height and a great landing. Overall, really, really good routine for Alicia. You can see Dave trying to rile up the crowd there.
They were, the crowd, a big pop after that. That's one of the loudest loudest responses we've heard from this crowd here today at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse.
There's that huge double tuck again. You can just see how much height she gets. Really nails the landing and shows that off.
Bohenick, a 9.5 on the floor. Now back to the beam for Alyssa Worthington, Rhode Island native. Three-time state champ in Rhode Island, three-time gymnast of the year in the state.
It's impressive. I'm sure she'll be looking to get some awards like that in college as well. Starting off the side aerial back handspring series. Really unique series. We see a lot of back handspring back way out, so it's always good to keep it fresh with a series like that.
With attention in her teammates' faces.
Side aerial, right to a back full, stuck dismount. Big moment celebrating with her team there.
Another freshman with a strong showing for this UNH squad. It's been one of the storylines of the afternoon.
Here is a dismount and reaction. Oh my, look how excited coach is. Big smiles all around for UNH.
Next to compete for the Panthers on floor exercise, Olivia Miller.
And now Olivia Miller on the floor for Pitt. First time we have seen her today. Monroeville, PA native, went to Gateway High School, did Olivia Miller.
Olivia grew up going to the Pitt gymnastics camps when she was little and the meet, so it's really surreal for her to be the one competing now.
First team all around in the Eagle last year.
Here she goes with her first pass. Round off back handspring, big double tuck. Lands perfectly with her chest up there. Sam is pleased with that first pass. Great leap series, made it all the way around, 180 splits. Here she goes with her second pass. Front layout, front full. Another good landing. Lots of energy controlled with that step. Here she goes with her last pass. Round off back handspring double pike. Great landing. Sam is clearly pleased with that. Another great routine for Pitt on floor.
She is fired up, Olivia Miller, and so is the crowd. Some homemade signs for Olivia.
See how close the score is there. Here she is again with her round off back handspring double pike. See how happy Dave is. And here's Sam. Really exciting. Back to beam.
And Emma Weiner, who has had a monster day so far, she has been really impressive.
Starting off, back handspring, back layout. Very well done.
Check me in and check me out. Do you like walking in the rain?
Cat leap connected to a front kick over. Looks like she was a little crooked, but was able to save it and cover that up.
What you see, I will choose what I
A
believe.
little wobble on her full turn there. Full turns look easy, but they are sometimes the most challenging thing to control.
It doesn't look easy to me.
Good. Don't be fooled by the full turn. Switch leap connected to a quarter straddle jump.
Now your wish is mine.
Handspring step out to a back 1.5 and a stuck dismount, which I think is no surprise from her. She's been doing great all day.
Yeah, last week she was first on the beam at Illinois State, had a 9.775 there.
There's that stuck dismount. An excited team.
Speaking of strong performances today, here is Herbine again. Olivia Miller, a 9.750. You see the score coming in for her floor routine, and now Herbine goes.
Front layout to front layout full. Devin has really been getting better every year on floor. I think she'll do great this year. Leap series here, huge straddle jumps. Another big performer here with her dance. Round off, back handspring, huge double tuck, lands a little bit with her chest down, didn't quite get all the way rotated, had to take that step forward. Still a huge smile on her face and a good routine to start for Devin.
She had scored originally a 9.8 on the beam. A score correction put it down to a 9.775, but it's still a solid score there, and we'll see what she gets on the floor.
A good day for her all around. Here's that last pass again.
I love the team in the background doing the choreographed motion with her.
You can see the angle on that landing. She just didn't quite get all the way around. Triple series on beam, really impressive. A back handspring to 2 back layouts, which you don't see very often.
Robin Kelly, freshman, so good today.
Front kick over, really solid. Didn't quite get 180 on that split, and a little wobble on the landing there. Something was a little bit off for her, didn't quite get all the way around. Back handspring step out, 1.5, small step on the landing. Another hit routine for UNH.
Robin Kelly, her day done. Very good showing for her, especially the last 2 events. Floor and beam.
Here's that triple series again. You see 3 flips in a row, back handspring, back layout, back layout. Again, we don't see that very often. And the back handspring, 1.5 dismount. Here's the one Dave said to watch.
Coming into her own, that is how Dave Kazar describes Jordan Cesarini.
Another gymnast who's just getting better every year. Starting off here, front handspring, front full to a front half, straddle jump, front tuck. A lot went into that pass there. really well, keeping the energy high. And here she goes for a round off back handspring, double tuck. A little low on that landing. But still keeping that smile on her face. Super important. Another leap series, well done. That was a good job for Jordan.
Cesarini, she had a pretty solid performance for her on the beam with a 9.725.
Here's that first pass again. Front full, front half, straddle jump, front tuck. Again, a lot going into that. She does it seamlessly. Back over to beam.
And Haley Louis.
Front aerial to a beautiful split jump. Very well connected there. Back handspring, back layout, couldn't quite stay on. Looks like her hips were crooked, she couldn't wobble to save it.
With the exception of the exhibition, that's the first time we have seen a gymnast fall today.
Good thing is 6 routines, 5 scores count. So hopefully we have no more falls on beam so that her score won't have to count here for the team score. Side summy. Keeping her composure after that fall. Switch leap, split jump. Again, just beautiful jumps from her. Looks like they're past 180. Very flexible, pretty dancer here. Round off, back 1.5, little hop on the dismount. Finish that routine strong despite the fall. Here we can see her fall again. If you look, she's just crooked, too crooked to wobble and save, unfortunately. And then here's her dismount. Little hop.
And here we go with Burton.
Last performer for Pittsburgh today.
I think overall, maybe the best showing of anybody. Let's see what the floor brings.
Round off back handspring, double tuck. Lands perfectly with her chest up. Front layout, front full, another great landing. Here we'll see some energy in her dance. Beautiful leap series, just as much power as her tumbling. Showing off her flexibility here. Setting up for her final pass here. A round off back handspring double pike. Again, a beautiful landing from Michaela. What a way to end the meet for the Panthers. Great day all around for her.
3 different times Burton anchored events today. She finished all of them strong, and you see it here. Danny, she looks like a veteran out there on the mat, doesn't she?
You can absolutely tell she has years of experience under her belt. Coming from the SEC, such a big crowd.
This concludes today's competition. Let's have a big round of applause for
That will do it. The final exercise done today. Michaela Burton finishing strong for Pitt. That's what you want.
Really impressive for both teams, only having that one fall for UNH on beam. No falls for Pitt. There are absolutely those little wobbles and form breaks, but nothing that can't be worked on throughout the year. A really, really solid start. The details can be worked out. It's going to be a great year for both teams.
Let's hear it, fans.
All right, so a strong showing for both teams in the Eagle opener. We'll wait on the final numbers when we come back here to Pittsburgh. Pitt and UNH.
Volleyball team in attendance.
Back to the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse as we are complete. All 4 rotations are done, along with Danny Hall. I'm Josh Roundtree. The Eagle opener for both the Panthers and the Wildcats, Pitt and New Hampshire going at it today. And Danny, it's been fun to watch both teams. I think we've seen a lot of freshmen step up into big roles. We've seen veteran presence out there as well. A really good mix, I think, for both teams, and a lot to build on going forward.
Yeah, like we talked about at the beginning, the first meet is really just a good chance to see where each team stands at the beginning and what they can work on to improve to do better for the rest of the year. I think both teams had a really impressive day. A lot to work on, but a lot that's already really solid, so that's a great start for both teams.
We saw Lindsey Bruck-Ayotte and Sam Snyder as they await the final scores here, but really 3 strong showings from one Pitt gymnast leading the way today, and that was Michaela Burton. But it started on the vault for Gorgani from UNH.
A great Yurchenko full from her, the best of the day, score-wise. And then we will see Michaela Burton on bars. Here's her dismount again with her stuck landing and happy face. And the team's reaction. Next we have Michaela on beam with another stuck dismount. Really impressive. And again, awesome reaction from her as well as the team. And here is Michaela again on the floor, front layout, front full. High scores on bars, beam, and floor for her. And here's that huge double pike. Easy landing, really well done for her all day. Going to be a great year for her and the Panthers.
A little shush at the end. See what Burton did individually. 9.850 in bars, 9.85 in beam, 9.825 in floor, and then Kylie Gorgani with a big performance, the freshman. So we have a senior taking 3 individuals and then a freshman taking vaults. There's only one all-around today, Danny, and that was Riley Freeling, and she showed out nicely.
She did really well all around. Both coaches told us earlier that, you know, it's hard to pick one individual standout when not anyone really does all around except for her on UNH, but each event has different athletes that really put something special on each event, and it's a good mix of everyone in the team.
That was her best there on the beam, 9.775. Maybe not what she wanted in the other events for Freeling, but she'll take that beam home, and I think she'll be pretty happy with that. The overall, the all-around at 38.550. So Riley Freeling, a senior and a captain. The only competitor today doing the all-around, but again, still very early in the season, Danny, and as you build, you can add more as far as how many events you do, and I think there are a couple on both sides that are getting perhaps close to being able to compete in that all-around, just not quite there yet.
And some people are nursing some injuries that are right on the cusp of coming back, but are going to take their time to get into the lineup in order to not aggravate any injuries and just have them healthy. And for the longevity of the season, it's a long season with competing every weekend.
Take a look at Pitt's upcoming schedule against Ball State on the 19th. You can see that on ACC Network Extra, followed by a matchup at North Carolina on January 25th, and the quad meet against George Washington, West Virginia, William & Mary on the 31st. NC State on the 8th, and then the tri-match against Yale and Towson on the 15th of February. On the other side, UNH, here's their road ahead. Meet against Southern Utah January 18th, then a tri-match West Virginia and Temple on the 26th, against Towson on the 1st, and a quad meet Brown, West Virginia, George Washington, and then finally it is NC State, UNC, and New Hampshire in that tri-match the day after Valentine's Day. All right, so we are going to send it down to our PA announcer, Colin Sisk, as he gets the final scores and the final numbers from today's meet.
Attention to the center of the floor as we announce tonight's winner.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you were saying while he was talking.
Tied with vault. We have a two-way tie for third place with a score of 97.50 from New Hampshire, Emma Weiner, and from Pitt, Alicia Patricas. In second place with a score of 9.775 from Pitt, Devin Herbine. And in first place in vault with a score of 9.8 from New Hampshire, Kylie Gorgani. Moving on to bars. In third place with a score of 9.750 from New Hampshire, Lauren Diggin. In second place with a score of 9.775 from Pittsburgh, Christina Weiss. And in first place with a score of 9.85 from Pitt, Michaela Burton. Moving over to the beam, we have a three-way tie for third place with a score of 9.775 from New Hampshire, Riley Freeling and Emma Weiner. And from the Pitt Panthers, Devin Herbine. In second place with a score of 9.8 from New Hampshire, Alyssa Worthington. And in first place with a score of 9.85 from Pitt, Michaela Burton. Moving to floor exercise, we have a two-way tie for second with a score of 9.775 from New Hampshire, Emma Weiner and Robin Kelly. And in first place with a score of 9.825 from Pitt, Michaela Burton. In the all-around first place with a score of 38.5 from New Hampshire, Riley Freeling. And now for our final team scores. In second place with a score of 193.8, the Pitt Panthers. And your winners of this afternoon's meet with a score of 194.225, New Hampshire. Be sure to join us back here at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse next Sunday, January 19th at 2 p.m. as the Panthers take on Ball State. And be sure to stick around afterwards for autographs with our Pitt.
All right, so New Hampshire comes away with the victory. They have won their first two meets of the year. The Panthers opener, which also is their opener in Eagle competition. They come up just short, but I think a lot of strong efforts, Danny, especially when you look at Michaela Burton, what she was able to do here, taking first in three different events.
Yeah, both teams really did a good job, especially for early on in the season. Like I said before, the Panthers will earn a lot of points back just for working on those little details and just fine-tuning everything. So I see a bright season ahead for both of these teams.
No question about it. And now we'll move on. A great performance out of both sides. Good individual showings and a team effort as well. So for Danny Hall and our outstanding crew, I'm Josh Roundtree saying so long for Pittsburgh, where New Hampshire comes away with the meet win. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We will see you again soon with more Eagle Gymnastics.